everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be ranking the Walt Disney World ride and attractions that I went on during my trip to Walt Disney World in November 2022. Now I did make this ranking chart by myself, mainly because the ones that I was looking for, they had all these different random attractions that were from the past or attractions that were opened after my trip. So I decided that I just wanted to grab all the ones from the Walt Disney World website so that I could just give you a list of things that I actually saw and things that were available whilst I was there. So we're going to go through and have a look at how this is ranked. But before we start ranking the rides, if you are new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I do lots of Disney, Harry Potter and travel content. If that sounds like something you'll enjoy and you enjoy this video, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you are notified every single time I upload. And if you're a returning subscriber, hi, it's lovely to have you back and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so before we go through and we start ranking, let's go through the different tiers. The first tier is God tier, the happily ever after of attractions. These are legendary attractions. Happily ever after is personally my favourite nighttime fireworks show, so this is like the peak, this is like the top, so that is what I'm using as, you know, like the absolute best of the best. Yeah, great. The next one is super tier, fully immersive must-do attractions. So these are attractions that are a must-do. They are not quite my happily ever after attractions, but they are still like some of the best attractions because I've got quite a few that I actually think are really good. So I thought I'm just going to pick a couple that go into my happily ever after tier, which, you know, like the absolute top attractions for me, and then some that are, you know, really good legend, like these are must-do attractions. The next tier is the good tier. Would do this again if there was a short queue, maybe 30 minutes or less. Obviously, I've explained in a different video, I have had the DAS pass, but if they had a 30-minute or less queue, then these are probably rides that I would, you know, do. The note tier, this is nope, never again. I will never do this again. I've done it once, not doing it again. The not ridden experience, these are ones that I probably won't, I didn't ride and I probably won't ride. And then there's the bucket list here, which are ones that I didn't ride and I really want to ride next time. So I did put the names on there as well because I know that not everybody will be able to distinguish the different rides by the pictures, and I wanted to make sure that, you know, it was accessible for everybody. So the first one is Astro Orbiter. This is one I didn't do. I mean, I would probably do it on my next trip, but I wouldn't say it's a must do, so I'm going to put not ridden / experience. It's not saying I would never do it, it's just not one that I think about doing. So it's not like I must do this next time. Alien Swirling Saucers. This is one that I want to do next time, even if I have to ride it by myself, because I love those sort of rides and I just didn't get a chance to do it last time. Okay, next we've got Avatar Flight of Passage. I adore Avatar Flight of Passage. So for me last time, this definitely would have been a happily ever after attraction, and it's still, for me, it still is. I adore it. It's out of this world. I ride that. I don't know if I'll ever get to experience anything like it again, and it's just one of those rides that I just love. It is definitely a happily ever after top tier one. It's one that every time I go I really want to ride. It's the Barnstormer. It's not one I've done, it's not one I've experienced. I wouldn't say it was a bucket list. It's something that I would probably want to do, but it's not necessarily one I'd go out of my way to do. Okay, my next attraction is Big Thunder Mountain. I love Big Thunder Mountain so much. I am going to put this into super tier. And I'm putting it there because I've been told by Melissa and a lot of my other friends that Big Thunder Mountain in Paris is far better than Big Thunder Mountain in Florida. So until I've got the other one, until I've been on the one at Paris to compare it to, I'm going to leave it there because I adore it and I love, you know, being like the wildest ride in the wilderness, and I love it so much. But until I've compared it to the Paris one, I'm going to keep it in the super tier because it is a must-do attraction for me. But yeah, the next one is Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. Okay, I love Buzz Lightyear. My mum is not going to be happy with me for this. I'm going to put it in the good tier. The problem is it is fully immersive and a must-do attraction. However, there are other attractions that if I was there on the day, I would want to do first, which is the reason I'm putting it in the good tier. So maybe I'll have the good tier as also some must-do attractions, but yeah, it's one that if I didn't have time to do in the day, because I've done it so many times and I've ridden it at Paris and I've ridden it in Florida, it's not the end of the world if I didn't do it. Love you, Mum, please don't be upset, but it's one of her absolute favourite rides. I think when she went last time, she went on it like 4 or 5 times in a row. I can't remember exactly. Country Bear Jamboree is something that I've never done. I feel like I should say that I want to experience it because it's a Walt Disney attraction. I'm going to put it in not ridden experience at the moment because I'm not really sure whether I want to ride it. I feel bad. I feel really bad putting it there. The next one's Dinosaur. For me, this is a god tier. Happily Ever After of attractions. I love Dinosaur. One of my all-time favourite rides. I love it so much. It immerses you fully into it. It's brilliant. I love that ride. I think this is Disney and Pixar, like the little showcase ride, which I haven't done, but actually, I say it's a ride. I think it's just like a show. I'm going to put into the bucket list because I feel like that's something I actually do want to do. The last 2 times I've been there, I just haven't because I've had other items on my bucket list, but that would be something that I'd want to do in the future. The Dumbo ride, I haven't experienced that at Disney World, Walt Disney World, but I've experienced that at Disneyland Paris, and it was alright. I did enjoy it. I am going to put it down as a must-do on my next trip mainly because I want to see the Disney part when you know, like when you go up, and I want to get one of those pictures in like where someone's taking a picture of you in Dumbo and you can like put a caption like with Zora and flying. That's purely the reason why it's going in the bucket list. The next one is Enchanted Towers with Belle. Now this wasn't open either time I've been, but it is a bucket list item. It's something that I do want to do next time I go. Expedition Everest. Expedition Everest is something that I definitely want to do, or that I've done. Expedition Everest is one that I did and I loved. And do you know what? I'm going to go for super tier because it's something that I really, really enjoyed and I thought it was great, and I was really panicking before I went on, but I loved it so much. And yeah, I definitely would do that again. Finding Nemo. Oh my gosh, the Finding Nemo show is amazing. That is super tier. Like, it's so good. I mean, you don't really have a long queue for that one anyway, necessarily. I loved that so much. It was great. The Festival of the Lion King, I'm putting in the god tier. I mean, the Lion King's like my favourite Disney, so definitely got to have the Lion King there. What's next? Let's have a look. Flight of Feathered Friends. I love that. I'm going to put good tier. It was really good. It's something that I definitely would do again, but it wouldn't be kind of like my bucket list of things that if I had to jam pack stuff into a day. But I really enjoyed it. It was so good. It was so funny. For the Frozen sing-along, for the first time in forever, Frozen sing-along is something that I really, really want to do, and I'm actually going to put it at the front because that's one of the things that I want to do kind of the most. It looks so funny. We just didn't get a chance to do it while we were there. Frozen Ever After. I loved Frozen Ever After. I'm going to put it in, I feel like I've gone god tier, super tier, good tier. I needed like a tier between, but that's fine. I'm going to put it in super tier. I really enjoyed it. I really like it. I love Frozen, so I'm going to put that there just because it is highly immersive and it's so much fun, and it's something that I would definitely want to do. I don't know if I'd necessarily queue like an hour and a half for it that I've seen it at before, but yeah, I really like it. The next one is the Grand Fiesta Tour. This is the good tier. This is definitely something I'd do again. If I wouldn't wait a long time for it, but I really liked it. It's a really cute little ride. So it's something that I would definitely recommend if you are in the Mexico Pavilion and you've got 5 minutes. It's just sweet and cute, and it really immerses you into like Mexican culture. The next one is Guardians of the Galaxy. For me, it's between god tier and super tier. God tier and super tier. I'm going to put god tier because it's one that I'm obsessed with. I loved it, and if my brother and my mum would have gone on with me again, I probably would have done it again. I need someone who will go on all the fast rides with me. I need a Disney pal to go on the fast rides with me, please. Haunted Mansions. I see, I'm going to put super tier. However, it's far better in Paris. The Paris one is so good. I love the Paris one, but it's one that I definitely must do when I go to there. The Indiana Jones Stunt Pet Spectacular. Oh, I'm torn between good tier and super tier. because I really enjoyed it, but it's probably one of those things that I would go and see if I wanted something to do that was sitting down. I'm going to put good tier for now, because I don't think I'd wait like hours for it, but then you don't necessarily have to wait hours for it because it's show times. I'm going to put good tier for now, although it is very, very good and I did absolutely love it. It's a Small World. Oh, it's really hard because it is really immersive, and I feel like it is a must-do attraction if it's like your first visit. However, I would only do it if it had a short wait. I wouldn't wait a long time for it, especially when you get stuck on the boat and you are stuck there for ages, and it's like, it's a small world after all, on repeat. We got stuck for like 10 minutes and it was on repeat, and it was super annoying. Also, I can't be the only one that finds It's a Small World animatronics creepy. They creep me out. I find them so creepy, especially the fact that when the lights go off that they stay on. No, nope. Okay, it's tough to be a bug. I've not ridden or experienced. It's something I'd possibly want to, but it's not like I must do it on my next trip. I don't really know much about it, but I feel like it'd be a good one for kids. Journey into the Imagination. Okay, I love Figment. Look, I don't have the experience of the original Figment, the one that was there before with the rainbow walkthrough and all of that, but I do love Figment, and I do love the song Imagination. I know I can't sing. I do love it. I want to put it in super tier, but I also want to put it in good tier. I don't think I'd wait hours for it. I have to admit, I would put it, if there's 30 minutes or less, then yeah, I would. I don't know if I'd wait a really long time for it. It's not one that I would purposefully go out of my way and wait like an hour for. But it is a cute little ride. The next one's the Jungle Cruise. Oh, we had it at the Jingle Cruise and I loved it. It was so funny. And the guy we had was great, so I'm going to put that in super tier. I might change my mind and put it in God tier later, but I have only done it the once, and it was the Jingle Cruise, but it was brilliant and I loved it. Cali River Rapids. I do really like Cali River Rapids. Now, this is one that I would do if it wasn't a cold day. I'm trying to remember back to, I did it on my first trip. I didn't do it on my last trip because it was too cold. But I remember really enjoying it. I'm going to put it in... Gonna put in good tier for a minute and come back to that, because I remember it was really good, but compared to other rides it is really good, and it's, yeah, compared to other rides it wouldn't necessarily be my first go-to choice unless it was boiling. If it was boiling hot, yes, because you get soaked. Kilimanjaro Safaris, God tier. Love the safari. It's so good. It's so informative. You get to get up close with the animals. We literally had like giraffes like walking past us, stopping. We got to see animals from all over the world. We had a really informative cast member. It's brilliant no matter what time of day you go. I've been at different times of day. We went at dusk once and that was really good. We went in the morning and it was really good. You get to see different animals at different times. It's one I'd recommend to everybody. I love it so much. But before you go on it, make sure you've been to the toilet, because if, like when we were on it, and you have a traffic jam of giraffes, you might be sitting there for a little bit. And the next one we got is Liberty Square. Oh, is this the boat? This is the river boat, I'm pretty sure. I love that. That was brilliant. I'm going to put it in good tier. So I really enjoyed it. It was really informative and you learnt a lot. But would I wait over 30 minutes for it? Probably not. Not in a queue form. If I come round and the next one was in like 20 minutes, I'd probably come back for it. Gonna put it in good tier. Or do I put it in super tier? It was just, I really enjoyed it. It was really relaxing. It's definitely a relaxing one to do. I'll leave it in good tier for now. Then we've got Living with the Land. Now, my whole family would be like, no, never again. I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was the worst. I think if you want 30 minutes off your feet, it's lovely. But I mean, if I had a short queue, I'd probably do it again. This is making me question where I've put some things now, because I wouldn't like never do it again. I feel like I need a separate tier that's literally just like slow rides, because it's not something I'd never do. Do you know what, I probably wouldn't do it again unless it was Christmas themed. But I did enjoy it. It wasn't the worst. I think it's one, if you just want to get out the sun for 5 minutes and have a relax, you could. Gonna put it in nope, because I probably wouldn't go on it again unless I wanted to chill or it was Christmas to see the overlays. Mad Tea Party. I haven't done the spinning cups in Florida, but it's something I would love to do. I don't know how fast I could go without feeling sick, but I'd really like to try. The Magic Carpets of Aladdin, again, not ridden or experienced. I kind of would prefer to do Dumbo before I do the Carpets of Aladdin because, again, Instagram post. But it's not something I wouldn't do. I think it would be cool to ride on the Magic Carpet, but it's pretty much the same as Dumbo. It's not really one that appeals to me that much. Also, Dumbo appeals to me more because you get to go inside a big cool top like tent, and I know it's for the kids to run around in, but I'd love to just see that immersive theming. The next one is the Many Adventures of Winnie Pooh. This is like a top bucket list. I really want to go on this ride. I can't remember if we went on it before. I cannot remember, but it's one we didn't go on last time. It's one I definitely want to go on next time. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Top tier. Love this ride so much. It's so immersive. It's so fun. It's a trackless ride. I'm gonna be putting a full ride PVO very soon out on this channel. I loved it so much. It's brilliant, and I would definitely wait for that ride. It's very good. Millennium Falcon. Oh, this is the engineer one, isn't it? Yeah. And Millennium Falcon is the one where you get different different roles, that's the word. All for me, Millennium Falcon is god tier. I love it so much. It was so fun. It's something I'd wait and do again, and I think because obviously it is dependent on the people you're with, but yeah, like you get a different outcome each time. You can get different they do different jobs, and in the different jobs they do vary slightly each time, so I really enjoyed it. Mission Space is one I've not ridden experience. It's one I would never do because I cannot deal with that kind of motion sickness. I have heard from people what it is like, and it is something that if I did, I would not do anything else for the rest of the day because I would just be sick. So it's a no. Muppet Vision 3D. Yeah, it was alright. I enjoyed Muppet Vision 3D. It weren't my favourite. Not necessarily something I would probably want to jump back in and do straight away, but if it had a 5-minute queue, sure. Navi River Journey. I wouldn't do it again personally. I mean, I might if I wanted like to be in an air-conditioned building, but I found it really boring. Maybe I haven't watched all the Avatar films, but it just didn't immerse me the same way that Flight of Passage did. So it's not one I'd do again. Peter Pan's Flight. I'm going to put super tier because the one in Paris is far better, especially when you're going past the pirate ship and it all lights up in gold. It's stunning. So I'm going to put it in super tier because it's definitely a must-do attraction. It's one of my favourite, but I definitely prefer the one in Paris. Pirates of the Caribbean, again, is going to go in super tier because I adore Pirates of the Caribbean, but the one in Paris is far better. It's got bigger drops, and it's a bit more thrilling and a bit more fun, and I enjoy it far more. Then we've got Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. No matter what park I go to, I love this one. The theming's brilliant. It's amazing. I love the fact that it's got loads of different parts to it where you get like squirted with water and you feel the heat, and it is so much fun. You got the Sea of Nemo, friends. This is one, and you know what? I'm going to put it in the fully super tier because I adore this ride. I love the fact you get on it and it's like you're going under the sea and you end up in an aquarium. Like, that is amazing, and that's the reason I'm putting it in there because it is fully immersive. Once you're in there, you kind of forget you're in Florida. You feel like you're under the sea and you're, you know, in the world of Nemo. So I'm gonna put that there. Definitely gonna put that there. Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I love this so much. It's gonna go in the god tier. I adore this ride so much. It's so fun. It's just one of those rides that I would go on again and again, and yeah, it's beautiful at night as well. When you go on it at night and you can see the whole park lit up. It's so much fun, especially if you're near the back. Oh, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train's on there twice. Don't know why. Slinky Dog Dash, again. Like, oh, I'm torn between super tier and god tier. I'm going to put super tier for a minute. Although I love the theming. It's so good because you were literally flying over Toy Story Land. I love it so much. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there for a minute because I really do like Slinky Dog Dash. It's so much fun. It's so much faster than I expected it to be. I love the fact when it stops and it goes like 3, 2, 1. Actually, I'm gonna put it up in god tier. It's one I'd ride again. I loved it so much. Soarin', again, has to go in the god tier. It is a one-of-a-kind attraction. It's literally like you're flying over the world. The sights, the sounds, the smells, everything. It's just perfection. In fact, I would actually probably put it there. I don't know, I find it, they're two different rides, even though they use the same kind of technology. With Flight of Passage, you're on a Banshee and you're literally sitting on like a motorbike, and then it kind of like straps you in, and then you're on a platform and stuff like that, and it's really cool. But with this, you're literally sitting on like a bench, and it literally takes you up into the air and you soar, and it's sick. I don't know, I love them both so much. Next we've got Space Mountain. Okay, I think I might have to change around a bit. I'm going to put Seven Dwarfs Mine Train into Super and Slinky Dog Dash in Super, and I'm going to put Space Mountain up here. What have I just done with that? Whoops. So I'm going to put Space Mountain here. I love Space Mountain so much. It's so much better than the one in Paris. I prefer it because A, I didn't bang my head on it and get a headache, and B, I just like the fact you're literally sitting in a spaceship, and it's so much fun. And yeah, it's so great. You're like, I know that you can't see an awful lot, but this time I actually did like try and keep my eyes open, and you could see like they had like constellations and space and planets and stuff like that around you, so it was very immersive. I really did enjoy it. It's one that I would definitely want to go on if I go again. Star Tours, I'm gonna put in good tier. It is immersive and it is really good, but for me it lacks compared to the other two rides. I love it. It is very immersive when you go in, and it is good, but compared to the other two rides, I would rather spend my time waiting and going on the other two rides in Galaxy's Edge than going on Star Tours. But I did really enjoy Star Tours. Speaking of Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance, top ride all time. It's so good. I think I went on it 3 times when we went using the DAS Pass across the 2 weeks we were there. It was so much fun. I loved it so much, and I would go on it again. And I really want Paris to get it, because I don't know if I can wait that long before I get to ride it again. It was so good. If anything, if that is the only Star Wars ride you go on, make it Rise of the Resistance. It's so good. Test Track. I went on this with John and I adored it. It was so much fun. I'm going to put that in Super. It wasn't as like bad as I expected it to be. It was so much fun. You are fully immersed, and it was so good. Tomorrowland Speedway, I went on that for the first time. That was a good ride. I'm going to put it in the good tier. We went on it twice. I loved going on it when it was the Christmas overlay. That was so much fun. Yeah, it's just a cute little kiddie ride where you get to pretend to, you know, be a kid and ride a car. The Tomorrowland People Mover, I really enjoyed that. I'm going to put that in the good tier as well. I don't know if I should be putting that in super tier, because I did enjoy it, because you've got... In fact, no, I am going to put it in super tier, because you get to sit for like 20 minutes, half an hour, and it takes you around the entirety of the Disney park. Well, not the entirety, but it takes you around like loads of the Disney park. You get to see things that you can't see from the ground, and I really enjoyed it. So it's going to go there. Toy Story Mania, God tier. That ride is so immersive. It's so much fun. You're like playing arcade games and you're going around. It's like you're in Toy Story. It's brilliant. I love it. Triceratops Spin is a bucket list. I didn't get to do it last time, and I want to do it this time. At least I don't remember doing it last time. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This is the reason I have the nope tier. The reason I have the absolute nope tier. In fact, I'm going to move Living with the Land and Navi there into good tier, because the whole reason I made the nope tier was because it's never again. Never do it again. I will never ever ever go on Twilight Tower of Terror again. That made me feel so sick. I literally came out of my chair. John had to like grab me so I didn't fly up too high. My foot nearly kicked someone in the head as I was coming back down with the force. It made me feel so sick. Never ever again. Under the Sea, A Journey with Little Mermaid. I really like that. It's a really cute little ride. It is very immersive. I'm going to put into... I don't know which tier. Under the Sea, I'm trying to think. I'm going to put it into good tier, because I'd probably wait 30 minutes less. Probably wouldn't make much longer than that. Sorry, I got confused, because I think this one is the Tiki Room, which is what is a bucket list. I really want to do it. Like, I want to do this one so much. The Tiki Room looks so good, and I know it's probably really cheesy and really cringy, but it's Walt classic and I really want to do it. And then we've got, I think this is like Walt Disney Presents, and it's like artifacts and stuff, and it's something that I actually think I would like to do. We did see like Shanghai, really cool like Shanghai Disney one over at Epcot, which was so fun. So that's definitely one I'd want to do. And the last one, Rocket and Roller Coaster. That has always been one of my favourite rides. It's so much fun, it's so good, and it's one that I will always do. So we're going to have a look now over at what we've got and see if we want to make any adjustments. I don't know, I feel like I should make adjustments, but I'm also worried that if I keep making too many, I'm then going to change my mind completely. I think the thing is, there's so many rides I absolutely adore, and I'm like, these rides are like such good rides, but there are some that obviously are your peak rides, like the top of the top, your absolute favorite. And where there's so many rides on Disney property and attractions on Disney property, like being able to pick is so hard. So what I am going to do is I am going to leave it there. I am gonna I'm still debating having Navi Ridge for a journey here, but in fact I'm going to move these ones back. I'm going to leave it there, and that's how it is right there, because I think that is roughly what I would say. I think if I rode a couple of these more next time, I would probably change them a little bit. But as I said, some of the rides in Paris are so much better because obviously they were done years later. So they've had modifications and been made different. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love to know in the comments your thoughts. I'm going to leave the link to my ranking template down below. So if you want to have a go, you are more than welcome to. If you would like to see any more videos like this, I'm going to be doing a Universal Studios one, and probably a couple of other videos that are ranking different things very soon. So if you like the idea of that and you want to see any more of my Disney, Harry Potter or travel content, then please hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you are notified every single time I upload. And if you would like to see any more of my videos, including my Disney World vlogs, please click here. I hope you're having the most magical day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!